Okay, so welcome to another episode of Next Chapter Women. She Blooms in Solitude. Today's episode is from You Can't to I Can, rewriting identity in midlife. And we are really excited to spotlight one of our incredible community members, Rae from Rae of Sunshine Art. Ray's art journey didn't begin with confidence, it began with courage. After a lifetime of believing a voice that told her that she would never be an artist, Ray chose to listen to a different one. With love, support, and willingness to try, she began blending colors on canvas and art happened. Today, she's here with us to share her journey. So thank you for being here. Provide a glimpse into your personal life or anything you want to touch on that I missed while introducing you.
Hey, you did. I mean, that's basically it. It was just spite. It was literally spite for that little girl. The whole reason I started too was she would lock me in the closet a lot, the walk in and take the light. And then the piece Torment right here. This is the one I'd like to highlight because this is the different faces I would see when I was locked up in that closet for I don't even know how long.
Wow.
And then if you could see this guy right here, like right there, just follow him.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
They would follow me like that in the dark. I'm not starting this, sharing my story to, get sympathy. I can't afford therapy because who the heck can? My art journey started as a therapeutic because the time I started it, I was seeing a therapist and they highly encouraged it. But because of insurance, they couldn't finish it. So she said, start the journey. And I did. And she told me that voice in your head is wrong. Don't listen to that voice. And my loving, amazing, wonderful husband he went and bought me the supplies and said, go do it. Just do it. Don't worry about her voice. Her voice is wrong. Do it. Well, art happened. In fact, my award winner, I won my first time last year, or this May of 2025. I actually won. I entered a show and won for third place.
That's amazing.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, and I know that Maureen and I we're going to alternate back and forth with our questions, but I just wanted to add before Maureen asked that we were new on Facebook around I would say like around August is when we started bringing our coaching business to Facebook, and I know that you were one of the first connections that we've had, and I have truly enjoyed your art and you sharing your journey. It's nothing short of amazing. So with that, I'll let Maureen go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Ray, so much. And you have so much courage to be here. And the fact that you're using your art to work through what you're going through is pretty powerful stuff. Share your area of expertise or what you're currently working on. Was that the piece that you showed us, or are you working on something new?
It's actually a secret because I got my very first, my New Year's Eve, my very first paying customer.
Congratulations. I saw that. That's awesome. Good for you.
I'm working on an ambidextrous set. I can paint two canvases at once with 3 brushes in each hand. Yeah. And this piece that unlocked that was my award-winning Sorrow. This one helped me. Last year was really bad. And this bad boy is the one that won third.
That's beautiful. Can you tell us what some of the things in it mean? Where was your head when you decided to come up with this piece and start putting all these colors together? And I see a swirly like motion thing going on here. Can you explain some of that?
Yeah. Actually, the lighting is really bad. Sorry about that. Okay. So I was tired of the depression. I was tired of I want it all to end. I'm just tired of being here. Nonsense. I was over it. So I went, let's do something bright. Let's change your mindset. So all the bright plate pieces that you see in the details are when it was pretty dark in my life. And if you see the brightest parts right here, that's when I wanted to give up. That's when I just said, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I can't. And the dark spots, which if you see, there's not very many. Those were the times that I actually had a bright spot through that year where I knew I was going to be okay. And
Wow.
it won me third place. And if you look at the details on some of the sides of that thing, it's just incredible.
Talented.
Well, and I suppressed that gift for too long because of my mom, and I just got tired of listening to that. And let me say, my dad wouldn't peach either. When he was drunk, he would call me a useless piece of shit. So, I mean, as I'm a kid. So it wasn't good from both ends. One parent wasn't better than the other.
So there's a lot to dive into with that. But I also, before we go there, to kind of go off what Maureen was asking you about your artwork there, one thing I've observed as I've been checking you out and looking at your artwork on Facebook is there's pieces there. I don't know if you mentioned this or you brought this up, but there's details that looks like chains. Is that intentional or is that just something that just came out?
I think it's any more intentional than that's pretty good observation. Wow. Wow. I don't think it's any more intentional than the faces, because if you look through my art, you see faces hiding throughout it, through any of my pieces, really. If you look,
Yeah.
you can just stare at them and find them. I like to do that too. I think that's part of being an artist is I just like to sit there and look at my work, and it's kind of meditative. I didn't notice the chains. I'm gonna look at.
Are all the faces only faces that you saw when you were locked in the closet? Or are there other faces there too?
It's not just the closet. It's, I don't want to say the voices in my head, but the faces in my head telling me I can't and I'm useless and worthless. There's faces associated with that too.
When you say that your art is your meditation, I was thinking about that today before we got on here, that I meditate regularly. And I was wondering if that was your meditation, your art, just going into this place and it just comes out on your canvas, just everything. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And I know that you have such a painful past, but for you to be able to put that on paper so beautifully, it kind of rewrites the story a little bit, especially with with the colors and how they became brighter. And from, just from the first piece that you showed us.
It really just started out as therapeutic. And I swear my 40s is my midlife crisis of me doing the stuff that I was told as a child that I couldn't do. I also, side note, in middle school, I was published twice, in high school once for my poetry. And my mom said the same thing about my poetry as she did my art. And I quit listening to that too. And I pinned my very first verse, very rough draft verse, to my spoken word piece. I want to accompany torment. I was never, oh, that one makes me nervous to reveal.
When did this journey of healing begin for you? Was it not until you hit midlife that you started to explore how you could heal from those things? Talk about that part.
At the time, like I said, I was seeing a therapist, and before we couldn't anymore, they were telling me just simply, ignore it and explore the things you never got to do. Just try it. What could go wrong? So I did. She was 2. She was 2. So about 6 years ago, and I didn't decide to go public and Facebook reveal it and try to, make a brand and actually make some money from it into my passion to something, because I want to be able to buy us the house outright and just be done with it. That's my goal when I can do it. But it just started 6 years ago. I just started blending colors on canvas, and then I think it was April of 2000 of last year, I just went public and said, well, I mean, I can take it all down if they say no. I metaphorically punched my past mother in the face. But what triggered all this, she slid into dementia pretty quick. Is it karma? And my sister lives in Washington. I live in the middle of nowhere, Nevada. We had to do what we could to get her under public guardianship and get her safe, because she ran someone over and doesn't remember she did. And that's kind of what triggered it. I don't know why but that catastrophic event is what did it. And then all the flack I got from family for doing it, and now they've disappeared. I haven't heard a thing. It was that, because just seeing somebody that was such a volatile force in my life, to see her crumble down to that, I just says, you know what? I don't have to listen to that voice anymore, Mom. I'm done. And then boom.
Here you are. And we're really happy to hear your voice and your experience through this with your art. It's beautiful. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So your family gave you pushback? Like when you decided to come out and share this amazing talent that you have, and your family it sounds like they're not having it. They're giving you pushback. They're not liking what you're sharing.
Think about the art, because they're banned from my art page and they're banned from my personal page. They were giving me flack for how we handled the situation with my mom, but none of them were there to step up. So they were giving me pushback for that, and I just banned them all. And then there was one last betrayal by my mom and another family member, where I just said, you know what, F you, I'm done. I don't care. My sister has some issues she's trying to work through too, because of what she put her through as well. So it's not just like I'm making this up, but the family is saying that. So that's part of the reason I just went public with the trauma, because they were burying me and my sister without our side of the story. And I was tired of it. So that's another reason I went out with it too.
Right. This is really painful stuff that you're having to untouch here. But on a different note, what are you excited about today? Being able to speak out about your art that's become such a part of your life and healing.
Like, I hope my story helps others. I'm really excited that this might be because no, who can afford therapy? I'm just hoping that this is a way for others to say, I'm not going to listen to that voice anymore that told me I cannot do it. I want them to know that absolutely yes, you can. And as a woman, we're subjugated and not valued anyway. So as the fellow woman, screw that voice, screw society, screw the macho man telling you can't do it. Go do it. Just go do it.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel, but midlife feels like a perfect time to do this. Being a parent in general, there's nothing that forces you to confront your childhood and your past more than than parenting your own child. Things come up.
I was going to repeat that cycle if I didn't freaking do something about it, and I'm not doing that. She's too precious. She's amazing. She drives me absolutely bonkers, but they're supposed to. She's smart. Homeschooling her is a breeze because she loves to learn. And she's not even 8 yet, but she's already doing three-digit addition and subtraction and learning multiplication. I teach her with an abacus. That's why.
Wow.
And guess what? Guess who's a little artist herself? And she won second place in the same contest I won third in for the kid division. So proud of her.
So you're her biggest cheerleader too. So all we can do is we can rewrite our story and redo things differently than how we grew up. And that's what it's all about. You're either going to repeat or you're going to change it. And right, looks like you're doing a pretty good job of doing that. So proud of you.
Thank you.
It's bold. People stay stuck. People stay in these cycles forever. They stay in them forever and they repeat and they repeat. And you're choosing you to do that inner work and to heal. And look what's resulted. Look at the beauty that's come out from you.
It was therapy. Like I said, the therapist at the time she just said, go for it. It's the best thing I could do. And I did. And it really just started off with me mentioning it to my husband. God love his soul. And he went and surprised me because I was having I have seasonal depression, obviously depression issues. So he went and bought the art supplies and surprised me with it. He sent me off somewhere to go do something so we could have it all set up and ready. And he said, you need to do this. You need to pass what your mom did to you. I went to throw my supplies away and stuff, and he stopped me and says, don't do that. You're just angry. Don't do that. And I have anger issues, and my art's actually helped me with that too. A lot, because I don't want to be my mom or my dad.
Are there things that you do daily, routines and habits that you've built into your life right now that keep you in this healing space?
In the morning, distract her with, she's fed, she's got her needs. And for 2 hours, and I was dumb, but I sit and just either paint or there's other things I do to relax. And I just, forget I'm a mom for an hour. Because she's fine. I can hear her.
Well, that's not dumb. Hey, you're taking time for yourself and you're doing stuff that works for you. And whatever you feel you need to do for yourself, your routines in the morning or whenever they come, that's something for you. And if that gives you peace, that's not dumb. These are the things that relax you and get you creative and help you be a better mother, a better wife. And it sounds like your husband's pretty darn supportive. Really, really excited that you found a great man because you deserve that.
I've given him reason to well, like I said, last year was bad. We both wanted to pack up and leave, but we realized that it was just too much to give away. She's really been so supportive. Honestly, if I didn't marry him, because he's the reason he encouraged the therapy as well. So he's literally the catalyst for all this. And if I didn't marry him, I'm not even sure I would have tried. Or if we were married, but not like a good couple or whatever, I probably would not have even tried. So it's a lot. It's mostly because of him. He encouraged it, and I told you about how I came home and found everything ready for me.
Well, I'm glad that he's supportive of you and he kept you on the path that you're going. So I just wanted to ask, we're going to end with this parting piece of guidance and the best way we can connect with you. This is the place to share your upcoming offerings with us.
I don't have a shop yet, but I am on Facebook. Rae of Sunshine Art on Facebook, also Instagram and TikTok as well. Rae of Sunshine on that one. I kind of want to show you what I'm working on, but I don't because I promised her because she's my first customer and my first top fan. So she gets exclusive everything. It's really cool because I call them my black velvet set. I think you guys have seen that on Facebook, the black ones that are really black. They're shiny and they're textured and they're all colored. Well, I'm trying to do a series, and that's going to be the next one, but more pink in it and more black light in it, where like you can kind of tell it's glowing, but you can't. It's a trick of the eyes kind of thing. So I'm really excited to reveal it to her when I get done.
Oh,
I'm done.
that's fun. And I love the first part too, Maureen, of what you were asking about. Do you have like a parting piece of guidance for people listening that you would want to offer them?
Do it. Just do it. Ignore the voice and just do it. Do the thing.
Love it. Oh, wow, Rae. Thank you so much for your honesty and bravery today, because I know that your story is going to land deeply for many women. It's just a reminder that reclaiming ourselves takes courage, but it's never, ever too late to begin. And so thank you for showing us what's possible.
I might take up drumming. I want to, well, my daughter does too. Like, she doesn't need drumsticks. She can drum on anything. So I want to do some other daughter drumming lessons because my mom said the same thing. And if I can paint ambidextrously with 3 brushes in each hand and twirl them and beat to it, I can do it.
I've previously seen a lot of your stuff on Facebook. I feel like people can get a really good glimpse into you and your work on Facebook. So you definitely need to check out Rae of Sunshine Art. Also, if you are watching this and you're a woman over 40 who's on your own healing or identity journey, we wrote the Identity Reset Workbook to support you right where you are. It's linked below if you'd like to explore that. So thank you again for being here, and until next time.
Rae.
Bye.
Appreciate
Bye.
you.
Thanks for listening to Next Chapter Women, She Blooms in Solitude. We'd love to hear from you, so come say hi on Facebook and share your biggest takeaway from today's episode. And if you're ready to rediscover who you are in this new season, you can learn more about how we can help or book a free empowerment call through the link in the show notes. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss what's next.